Hello guys, and this is Ritter SC2 here, bringing you another 1v1 game. This is a Protoss versus Terran on Xel'Naga Caverns, and it is between Toranius, the blue Terran here, and his opponent in the other corner is Essensrest, the red Protoss. And yeah, this is a Bronze League game. It's a European server. I pulled it off SC2 Replayed because I was looking for a nice short Terran game. And we'll see how this turns out. And yeah, I've been trying to cast as many games as I can, but basically my internet is so terrible that when I'm uploading videos, everything, like the entire internet at the place I'm staying at, shuts down. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and bring it to you guys as fast as I can, and I'll get as many out as I possibly can. So hopefully it'll go well. But Essensrest getting a early gateway on 10. It's kind of strange. I don't know if this was just a bronze league, or if he's planning to do some early, maybe a 2-gate. Usually you proxy it, but I mean, or he's just bronze, as you can see by him throwing down that gas. And if you look over here, Toranius just walling off with the barracks, supply depot, doing what he needs to do. Both players keeping their their worker production relatively good. Except, well, Essensrest here is slowing it down a little bit. Getting down the cybernetic score. Getting it really early, I might add. Continuing to build workers. And Toranius is getting early gas. Well, maybe not early gas, but, you know, relatively early gas. He's not planning to do any sort of fast expansion. He's not planning to do any multi-racks pressure. Probably just looking to tech up. And we'll see what he has in store for us. Getting orbital command. You want to drop those mules, get that. All of the mules are key to good Terran macro. They give you tons and tons of minerals. And if you look over here, Toranius is just chrono boosting out a stalker, getting warp gate research, and just Toranius is just scouting everything out. Although Essensrest is getting prepared to deal with the SCV roaming around his base. And yep, Toranius is getting a tech lab, so he's just doing, you know, standard. He's gonna get, you know, stim combat shields, or maybe if he's doing marauder timing, get you know, concussive shells. Who even knows? Yep, marauders. There we go, baby. Yep. And as Essensrest here is just pumping out more stalkers. So Toranius made a good choice in deciding to get these marauders. Marauders are very good against stalkers. Basically, in a one-on-one fight, man, marauders just dominate. And they look really cool too. Yeah, look at that, man. That's pretty powerful. But anyways, back to business. Back to business here. If we look here, warp gate is almost finished, and Essensrest is still only on one gateway. So that's a little error in his play there. But maybe he'll rectify it and throw down some more gates sooner rather than later. And Toranius is just getting another tech lab, more marauders, and throwing down another barracks. So we'll see what he does about these stalkers. And here they come. They're pushing up the ramp. They see the wall in. They're shooting and running away. Yeah, that was a good choice. He does not want to engage that, especially when he can't move around because of the wall off. And instead, he's throwing down an expansion. He's, I guess, keeping it contained here with these stalkers, and preventing the Terran player from getting an expansion while he puts down his own expansion. And Terran player's supply blocked, and is still not building a supply depot. I don't know what that's about. But and he's getting a third tech lab, so he's going triple marauder. Yep, and throwing down a gate factory. So we'll see what he plans to do with that. The Protoss player's throwing down a robotics bay facility, not bay. Not yet, anyways. He probably will, but for now, you kind of want to get the the facility before the Colossus. You know, what came first, the Colossus or the facility? Who knows? But just continued poking here with his Stalkers. He's not doing much at all, and Toranius kind of sees this and is gonna push out and make way to take his own expansion, and at least push these Stalkers back, because those Stalkers have nothing on that many Marauders. Yeah, if we look at the army, Toranius is just light years ahead, and especially all those Marauders. Marauders are very, very powerful. They're a very good unit, and as we can see here, the harvester count is almost even. Toranius is slightly behind, but he also has mules, which he used supply drop because he was supply blocked, but it's better to build a supply depot. Just keep using mules. And yep, Toranius is pushing out these Marauders, pushing forward. Stalkers are running away. Good choice. He's got these sentries here and a couple zealots, just getting a pretty good mixed unit composition, which is probably a good choice against these Marauders. Marauders are not good against zealots, however. As good as they are against Stalkers, zealots, I think that one Marauder takes like 38 shots to kill a zealot, something insanely large. So it's a bad choice to engage against zealots with Marauders. But Toranius is continuing to pump out Marauders. If we look at the army disparity, it's about the same difference it was earlier, but it's just Toranius is continuing to stay ahead. And if we look here, the Protoss player is increasing his economic advantage because Toranius has not built an expansion yet. Although Toranius is getting medevacs, which is a good choice. And looking to maybe come in here, push in. Because Marauders have that bonus against armored, they also have a bonus against buildings. Buildings count as armored, so Marauders just decimate buildings. Maybe we might see him do sort of a double-pronged attack, pick up some Marauders in a medevac, come over here, drop over here while pushing in here. Who knows? We'll see. And yeah, he's just continuing his army advantage and running down to drop his expansion. That's good. And pushing in with Marauders. Marauders rushing in, cannons shooting. They're trying to take up cannon. Force fields cutting them off. Great force fields. And the Protoss army is just going to mop up these Marauders that are behind the force fields. Toranius pushing back, more force fields trapping. Awesome force fields, I must say. Picking up in the medevacs. Come on, drop it, Toranius. Drop it. Yeah, that was a bad attack by Toranius there. He took out that cannon, and if we look here, yeah, wow, that was definitely a bad attack. Toranius has killed one total unit, and yeah, he lost 7 in that. That's definitely not a good engagement for him. Both players continuing to just rebuild, although not much rebuilding has to be done by Essensrest. Toranius has continued to stream in. He's got tanks now. He's got Marauders, so Marauder tank. I guess it'll work. His minerals are pretty high and his gas is low, so getting this expansion up is going to be helpful a lot. And Protoss players keeping his minerals low, relatively low, anyways, and relatively low compared to some other bronze games I've seen. But trapping with force fields, pretty standard stuff. Running with zealots, and now just waiting for the force fields to finish up so he can finish off the rest of this Terran army. If we look at the income, yep, zealots moving forward. Force field, there aren't any force fields left, I guess. So he's just engaging off pure brute force and winning off pure brute force. And Stalkers rushing forward, taking out the Marauders. Marauders trying futilely to take out as much as they can, and it's a lost cause here. More Stalkers and zealots rushing in. And if we look here, 300 minerals to 1925. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And he's doing the best he can. He's trying to remacro up. He's trying to run back to his base and get all prepared to defend against this counterattack. But it's not going to be enough because, yeah, look at that. And it's a lot of Stalkers. And a couple sentries. Sentries are going to be rebuilding their energy, so more force fields can be used. And Toranius is just pulling his SCVs. I guess he's going to just all in this crap. He's gonna all in, and he's probably gonna lose. But yeah. Okay, so Protoss players coming around this joke, rushing in with stalkers, trying to pick off that tank. Takes out the tank. Continue to focus down marauders. Zealots running forward to tank some damage, and yeah, that's GG. Stalkers rushing forward. Protoss army coming in, taking out this expansion, and there's nothing Toranius can do at this point. He macroed as hard as he could, tried to regroup, but just not enough. It was a bad engagement. That first engagement was a bad engagement, and he lost too much there without causing enough damage to come back. And also, you know, he did not take his expansion early enough. 38 harvesters to 22, just not enough. Not enough. And the Protoss players just rushing in here, focusing down the barracks. Focusing down the barracks, trying to break through so that he can finish off the rest of the army in here. Force fielding the SCVs to prevent them from repairing. It's always a funny, tricky little thing to do. And here, force fielding to prevent, I guess, the SCVs from attacking. I don't know. But now the Protoss army is in Toranius' main, and, you know, just finish picking off everything. Toranius throws GG, and I must say, that was a really entertaining game. It's kind of back and forth. And, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys next time.